So, you've moved to Cambodia. The mango smoothies are cold. The locals are smiling and waving at you. Life is good until you meet that guy. Oh, it's too hot here. Oh, the traffic is crazy. They drive on the wrong side of the road. Where's my almond milk? Cambodia attracts some incredible people, but also some of the biggest moaners on the planet. This video is for you if you're wondering, how difficult is it to live in Cambodia? Why do some people leave? And how do you not turn into that guy who complains about everything? These are the most common complaints I hear about Cambodia and what is actually going on. Okay, this is the #1 complaint of many a sweaty expat. Newsflash, you moved to Southeast Asia, not Iceland. Yes, it's hot. It's damn hot. And you'll sweat through multiple t-shirts per day. Your phone will say 36 degrees feels like 69. And I wish that was a joke. But also, for most of us, we knew what we were getting into. Cambodia is a tropical country deep in Southeast Asia. What did you expect? You don't move to Cambodia and then be surprised that it's hot. That's like going to McDonald's and being surprised that the food is garbage. There's a fix for this. You can buy lighter clothes, take a nap and stop walking around outside at midday, and definitely embrace cold showers. Or crank up the air conditioning in that cafe that you're working from. Also, pro tip, it's really hot in April, but then after April, towards the end of May and beyond, it actually gets really nice and the rain is out, so you might enjoy that. Guys, the Move to Asia blueprint in the box below. Check it out and see if it suits you. Okay, #2, the pollution is bad. Now look, I'm not gonna try and discredit people because there's kernels of truth to all these. The pollution during burning season especially is quite bad. The haze fills the cities. It's not always like going to the spa. But this is not just a problem for Cambodia. This is actually worse in Thailand and Bangkok and Chiang Mai during the burning season. To be honest, all of Asia is not great at this time of year. I really hope they come together and can figure out something to fix this. I have no idea. I'm not a scientist, but that would be a real game changer for the region. And yeah, just something to be aware of. If you have asthma or respiratory illnesses, like me, I had asthma as a child. I have to be careful. Just be careful during the burning season of March, April. But good news, if you want to get better air, you can move to the countryside, probably down by the beach in Kampot, Kep, down there. The air is better and it's a little bit cooler. So hopefully they can solve this somehow. But for now, just wear the masks when it's bad, bring your inhaler with you, and look, you should be okay. There are no rules here. This is true, but it's part of the charm. Driving in Cambodia is like playing Mario Kart, but without the bananas. People go the wrong way down the street. They drive on the sidewalk. They will be parked sideways. And sometimes there's cows involved with the morning traffic. But that's just the way it is, and that's how it works. It's organized chaos. You'll learn to go with the flow or stay off the road, pretty much like I do entirely. To be frank, I saw 2 little incidents involving foreigners. One guy absolutely lamped himself, fell off the bike, and got up and walked to the side. Did an old slip, I don't know what he did. And then the other one, a foreigner, unfortunately crashed into a Khmer girl. You don't want that to happen, so I just get the tuk-tuks. I tend to stay off the bike, or if I'm on an island somewhere, I'll go on the bike. But in the cities, I just get tuk-tuks and taxis. I just don't want any of that smoke. I just want you to note one thing. You're a foreigner, you're a guest here, so if you have an accident, regardless of whose fault it was, it's your fault. And that's just the way it is. That's the way it will be seen. So I don't want none of that. I just take the tuk-tuk, take the grab. It's very easy for me. I've no issues that way. So up to you what you want to do. If you need perfect traffic rules, probably stay in Germany or Singapore. If you can't, if you can handle a tuk-tuk overtaking you with a family of 6 eating noodles on the back, then you're ready to go. And look, I'm not saying don't get the bike, but please go slow and never assume that anyone here is using the mirrors. There's no need to be Fast and Furious 6 over here. People come to Cambodia and for some reason expect it to be like Tokyo. It's not Japan, it's not Singapore, and it's not Dubai. It's Cambodia, and it's a country rebuilding from a terrible history not too long ago. So bear that in mind. It's still getting itself together, and to be honest, doing really an incredible job. It's growing rapidly, all things considered. Now look, things won't always work. The infrastructure's not as developed as Thailand or Malaysia yet, but it's getting there. And at the same time, you can get anything delivered to your door within about 10 minutes. And the SIM cards, the data has never failed me. So it's really not as undeveloped as people are saying in the cities. Now granted, in the rural areas, it's still rough and raw and rugged. So there is a bit of truth to that, but it's getting better, it's getting there. So the fix for this is just to manage your expectations. It's not broken, it's just developing. I like seeing it that way. I like it like that way. I like watching it grow and seeing how far it's gonna go. So it's very exciting for Cambodia at the moment. People say, oh, it's getting more expensive. Look, there's a kernel of truth to that because inflation is rampant all over the world and it's not stopping anytime soon. So look, unfortunately, the days of living cheap anywhere are long and gone. And now it's just about finding the best value for money, or the price to quality ratio, as I like to say. It depends as well. The quality of life you can get here compared to what I had in Ireland is still much higher. I'm not too bothered if my coffee here went from $1.50 to $2. That's a small price to pay. It's still cheaper than breathing air in London. Most people overspend here because Western conveniences cost maybe more than at home because it has to be flown in. It's imported. So if you get your imported gorgonzola cheese from Italy twice a week, that's going to be more expensive than in Europe. It's just the way it is. I'm not an economist, but that seems to be how things work in the world. And yeah, that's the way it is. So if you live like a local here, the value for money is still absolutely incredible. And no, I'm not saying don't treat yourself. Live a little, but just mix in the local lifestyle. You can cook. You don't have to be Gordon Ramsay in Southeast Asia. Okay, number 6. People say, oh, the language barrier. The language is hard. Look, Khmer or any foreign language is difficult to learn. But to be fair to the Cambodian people, their English level, especially in the cities, is really good. I was surprised, to be honest, how easy it was to communicate with them. And if you learn a tiny bit of basic Khmer, which is not difficult to pick up, they will really like you for it, and they make it very easy. Once you say one word in Khmer, they instantly try and help you speak a little bit more. It's a lot of fun. Whereas in some other countries, I've tried to speak the local language and they don't give you any encouragement or they don't assist you in any way. But in Cambodia, they definitely do. They're incredibly patient and kind and welcoming people. So to me, to be honest, I had no issue with the language. If you can just show some patience, you're gonna figure it out. I've been in countries where the barrier, I was actually surprised that I've struggled to communicate at times, but Cambodia was not one of them. And look, if you smile and learn 10 words of Khmer, you're already ahead of 90% of people. It's a lot less painful to learn Khmer than watch some guy trying to order a coffee in English like he's doing a Harry Potter spell. If you go there with an open mind, I really don't think you even need Google Translate. And finally, unfortunately, you will meet some bitter people who are still miserable after moving country. So I don't know what they expected, but they were miserable at home. They thought they'd moved to Cambodia or somewhere else, and then they'd automatically be the shining lights of joy. But they're still miserable, and unfortunately, they will try and put their misery upon other people and they're quite bitter. You'll meet some quite bitter people, and just stay away from these people. I don't know what's wrong with them, to be honest, but Cambodia will reward you if you're curious, respectful, adaptable, and open-minded. Look, if you come in entitled and kind of not looking to adapt to the culture or even looking down, try not to be bitter. Look, things won't always go your way. Do the best you can with it, and that's all I'd say. That's my poem for the day. Oh, I'm on an absolute rhyme. I'm on an absolute rhyming spree here. This is incredible. But yeah, look, Cambodia doesn't owe you a magical new life. You have to meet it halfway. And if you come with that attitude, it might just be the saving grace. It might just give you a new lease of life. Okay, rapid fire. These are the complaints. Oh, it's too hot. Oh, there's pollution. There's no rules. It's not developed. It's more expensive than it used to be. The language is hard and I don't fit in, or I'm miserable. Look, all these there's a kernel of truth to them, but there's ways around it. If you're just anyway adaptable at all, you won't have any problem. And the pros far outweigh the cons when it comes to Cambodia. And yeah, look, Cambodia is not for everyone. I won't sit here and pretend that it is. But a lot of the problem is not Cambodia. It's how the people rock up and show up. So if you come flexible, adaptable, patience, and please bring the sense of humor, because the Khmer people are hilarious, you'll be just fine. If you're serious about moving here, check out the Move to Asia Blueprint. It'll save you months of absolute hassle, trial and error, and avoid making all the mistakes that I've made over the past few years living in Asia. Check it out in the description box below. Like the video, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. I need all the help I can get here, and I'll see you in the next one.